Hello everybody, welcome back to the show. This is Speak of the Joker, and today we conclude Fallout New Vegas. It's happening today. It is in fact happening today. However, there is the smallest of detour I must tell you about. Last time, we finally made progress with Arcade so that we can do his quest. And then that's it. It's his quest, the battle for Hoover Dam. It's done. That's it. Or is it? Because, if you recall, I never finished Lonesome Road officially. If you've been keeping up with the videos, you know that the game crashed after the slideshow. I've spent literal hours trying to fix it, to no avail. To no avail. While I'm telling the story, I'm going to go here and do this little thing real quick with Yes Man. And I made no positive progress. Well, between streams, as I do, I like to sell things and I like to, change my guns out and get things set up for the finale. So I got everything all set up for the finale, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go back to Lonesome Road just for funsies. And it worked. I beat the DLC, the slideshow ended, and that was it. And then we're back here, like normal. Well, I can't pass up the opportunity because I don't know what the end of the game is like. The true canon ending of my game, if I don't have that DLC under my belt. So that's what we're doing today. That's the first thing we're doing. We're going to go all the way back to Ulysses. We don't need to redo the whole thing. We're just going to finish that encounter and then be done with Lonesome Road. And I think I'm actually, well, I was going to say I could use console commands to speed up the slides, but then I'm thinking I'm going to break the slideshow. So we're going to watch the slideshow again.
President Kimball survived his visit to Hoover Dam. Nice one. Now, moving on. Don't you love seeing the Lucky 38 all lit up? Sign of things to come. Exciting news! The Legion's massing troops in a staging area east of the dam. Attack imminent. Monster of the East ready to roll.
Now the good news is they won't attack until I'm ready. Even though you would think it's more on their timetable, they're actually waiting for me, and I appreciate that. Is there anything else I should do before the battle?
Well, some of Mr. House's projections predict a moderate probability of civil instability subsequent to the NCR being driven from the Vegas region. One of the mitigating contingencies he planned was to enlist the followers to provide increased medical aid throughout the region. Just seems like it might help keep things stable when we go independent. Not that I know what I'm talking about.
All right, I'll go talk to the followers.
Wonderful. I'll keep tabs on the situation at the dam. See you in a bit.
Now, this was literally just about efficiency. We were right here in front of the Lucky 38, so we're going to pop in and do that. I'm still doing the plan I just said, which is to go back to Lonesome Road. And let's see what else we got. And, by the way, completing Lonesome Road also means we get to do we get all the bonuses from Edie. It's like something like 5 damage or something. I don't know. We're at 294 DPS. Remember that number. Let's see after Lonesome Road what our DPS is. All right, this is it, folks. Like literally, we're going to Lonesome Road right now. I am going to kill this coyote, and I do actually feel bad, but there's some small % chance that they were why things bugged out. I know that seems very unlikely because it is in fact very unlikely, but I don't know, that's something different that happened. Okay, let's do a little save in case this all breaks. Here, I'll save over one of my many failed saves there. Now, the only answer I could ever come to as to why it failed was that that it was a corrupted save file. Well, I'm still on that save file, so I don't know why it's corrupted or not corrupted. Who knows? I can't fix it. Let's see. With Edie with us, what's our DPS now? 310. There we go. It's not massive, but it's something. Yeah, we're not redoing the whole game or anything. We're just literally, boom, teleport, walk in, talk to him, gun everybody down. Now, I mean, there is also one missile we never got. Oh, what if getting the missiles messed it up? You know what? I'm not going to get any missiles. Don't care. We're just not going to get missiles. Let me change the music. All right. This is done. We're in the same spot. That's just a weird little bug. Access commissary. Ooh, 12,000 runs. Is there anything I need to... I mean, hey, while we're here, right? Anything else I need to get rid of? No. All right. Not get the missiles. The little with the laser detonator, how you shoot the top of the missiles. That's what I mean. With this thing. In the test that worked, I didn't shoot the missiles because I was just like rushing through all of these things. These little missiles here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Is that why it bugged? I have no idea. I seriously doubt it, but I want to give myself the highest chance for success.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
You mean kind of how you borked the mechanics quest in Fallout 4? Getting ahead of the game, and then not getting ahead of the game, and then that fixed it? It might be something like this. And actually, to this end, now, call it a cop-out. Come at me. Don't care. The first time I talked to him, I said something I knew was wrong because I thought the game wanted me to say that, and it didn't have it had the effect that my human brain thought it would have, but not what I thought the game would do. So I was way overthinking. So I'm going to say what I wanted to say, which is what I said during my tests that work. I'm just doing everything that works. So we will have a slightly different ending to this DLC. A slightly different ending. Okay, what happened at the Divide, what I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless.
You don't know me.
The Divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
Well, you know what? Your shirt's low res. How about that? Okay. If you blame me for the Divide, then let me answer for it, not others. Remember, for context, he's about to launch missiles to blow up the NCR.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
Also, again, complaint, but just to replay this complaint, he's assuming I'm MCR because I have progressed with their quest over the Legion's quest. And there's no accounting for the fact that I've already installed Yes Man and that I've been working with him. So you intend to bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. And knowing that you believe in a bear's sickness and have given it strength, and that gives more reason to lay waste to your homeland. After this, Only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
Check his neck for the chip. No. Not this guy. He's a true believer. You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here. Although, as we learned from the show, maybe he actually could, but my character doesn't think so.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat.
His throat?
You taught me that.
The long
at the
15.
Divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
No, we don't want that, because we've been to the long 15. This is from the town of Baker, the world's tallest thermometer. We actually enjoy Baker. I still think I might retire there, depending on how this finale goes. Even if you have no faith in the NCR, I do, and my actions prove it. This is not technically correct, because again, the game forces you into this binary NCR or Legion for the purpose of this conversation.
Your actions have carried strength.
Yeah, because I'm strong.
If you speak for the two-headed bear, I'll hear your words, even if I will be the only one to hear them.
Oh,
if you
please.
believe it should not die this day, then answer me why.
Oh, I can do that. Now, this is what I said last time. Your tapes proved you've walked the Mojave, yet you learned the wrong lessons.
Comes down to perspective, how far one's walked, and what they've left behind. If you challenge this moment, let's hear your perspective. If my words are all you have, let's hear them.
So this is what I clicked last time because I thought that's what the game wanted me to click. Or no, this is right. Sorry, next option. So we found his logs, and his logs told what I thought was a very interesting story of him training the Whitelegs on behalf of Caesar, and then essentially realizing the horrible mistakes he's made doing that, and how terrible they are.
That log. No. It concerned the Whitelegs, training them to kill. For Caesar. There is no meaning there beyond the road to New Canaan.
Wrong.
The history of the murder of its people, and Caesar's past.
That's not what the draw... So this is what I clicked on because I was like, oh, he's New Canaan? I didn't know that. So that was wrong. I'm talking about past in the respect they showed you. This moment, this is the right thing to click on. This is what I should have clicked on. This is what I'm going to click on now. Because we heard that in the log a couple episodes ago. We heard them talking about how they did their dreads like he did as a sign of respect, but it was actually disrespectful because his people had very specific meanings. So this is what I wanted to click on. I clicked on this because I thought the game wanted me to click on this. We're going to click on this.
Respect. The braids I wore, they took that from me. Thought it made them more like me, more willing to have Caesar listen. They didn't know what the braids meant, the mark of my tribe before Caesar came. Before Wilpus came for them at dry wells. There was death in that meeting, even while Wilpus smiled, asked for our help against the other tribes. All the while, they were looking to cast our history on the fire, and did. Another tribe, consumed by the bull. Nothing left.
And then you still turned around and helped him. Oh, now I don't know what to say here. That's not true. See, this is not true. He didn't grow to respect. He actually grew to hate the Whitelegs. Yeah, they pronounce it Kaiser, which is a valid pronunciation. I Googled that because I just don't really like him. So you carry two symbols then, the Mark of America and the Twisted Hairs. neither dead. He carries a flag on his back.
Both. Both survived. Pieces of them. Remnants. Nothing more. If you feel there is meaning in the white legs taking the braids of my tribe, what they did, insult, not respect.
Maybe there's something similar to be said about the old world flag on your back. It's not respecting it.
You're saying when the meaning gets lost, that what happens here can make things worse.
Mm-hmm.
Happened in the Mojave. Flags of the bear and bull. Nothing can prevent what comes. The missiles will launch. These questions, your words or mine, what do they matter to you?
I believe that destroying the symbol is never the answer. Changing it, that's something else. And I would like to think that the work I did with the Brotherhood in this game is a real example of that. I feel like I've really actually changed some of their mind. So much so that they are willing to help the NCR defend the dam, which is just crazy. So I think that's proof. I don't know that I've made a big difference at the NCR out here, but I'd like to think that my character has made some differences. I definitely made differences in the Long 15, it felt like.
It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here. One buried this place, yet it lived on between us. One may build it again, build others. Your history has proven this here. There's truth in your words, but even if there's hope in change, it may not matter. The divide still stands against us.
What do you mean the divide stands against us?
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the divide.
TBH, I'm not really worried about some marked men. Like, come on. We'll drink an atomic cocktail. Maybe I should save these things for the final battle. Fire resistance, energy resistance. Take an implant. Jet. Med-X. I'm addicted to Jet. My bad. And how about some Psycho? And a Sierra Madre Martini. I should pick up some more Stealth Boys for the finale. Nah. And let's take a +5 to crit. And we'll eat a jerky, and let's show them who's boss. Let's get these invisible ones. Nice. I mean, usually the first or second shot totally removes their weapons, so... What we got here? Yeah, these guys are really quite wimpy. This is welcome to level 50. Come on. I haven't even taken a single point of damage yet. Still not, by the way, whatever that explosion was. Alright, how'd you get all the way over there? Okay, I'm not the best shot, but that's, you know, that's partially the game. Uh-oh! A grenade! You gotta love being invincible. I'm not actually invincible, for the record. I'm not cheating. I just have... There you go. Did a little damage there. I have 100 health more than the game shows. Oh, sorry. Ulysses. Oh! That'd be funny if I did all that and then I attack him so he's mad at me. Who's still alive? What? Oh, he thought he was just a little sneaky snake. Okay, there we go. Now, we're gonna end the game. Or end this game. And, oh, I thought things were... Oh, okay, well, whatever. What's the difference this time is we said the right thing so that he's like, maybe you're right.
Experiment log 369.
Okay, we're going to skip that. This is all the same. Basically, Edie is able to defeat the encryption of the missile launch, but it will sacrifice. So either I can shoot the missiles at the NCR, the Legion, both, or nobody, in which case I have to sacrifice Edie. And I say, I won't let you sacrifice yourself like this. There has to be another way. And I said, if you're really sure you want to do this, go ahead, stop the missiles, and goodbye, my sweet robot friend. If only the future robot uprising were robots like Edie, because that's not how it's going to be. And now we go. So, the question for us all is, will this work this time? And the slideshow will be a little different. But if the game crashes, I have a contingency. We ready? No? Alright, we still gotta wait. Very dramatic, very dramatic. I've lived through this moment 40 times trying to fix this bug. So, that's why I'm impatient. Here we go. Oh, sorry. I'm not reading this. Oops. So Edie uploaded the data to the Edie and the Mojave.
Burned, lightless in the night. Invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear.
You should be afraid.
The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam.
This is true.
There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes.
He said the line.
Men do. Through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Yay! It didn't crash. How cool is that? It didn't crash! By the way, that was a very easy final battle, which makes me think the battle for Hoover Dam is going to be very easy. The Fires of Armageddon. How long did that take? That took about 20 minutes. There we go. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for your patience. After all those crashing, you have no idea the just amount of time and the stress and everything I put into trying to get that bug to not happen. Didn't matter. Just went back later and it worked just fine. Who knows why? The Divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone, and threatened to destroy the world, but you survived it and stopped it. You can now put a single point into any special attribute. You also gained reputations of the Followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel for stopping another Armageddon. Oh well, great. Oh, I'm idolized with Brotherhood of Steel. That's an upgrade. I was already idolized with Followers of the Apocalypse. And we've got 1 point to spend in our literal final stream. That shouts like luck to me. We don't need it to gamble. We'll get 1% to crit, but also it's a statement. It's a statement that says we've been very lucky, very fortunate to play this game and have you all here by my side as I do so. I'm very sad that this game is coming to an end. Fitting that this quest was called The End. But there we go. We have finally finished officially Lonesome Road. And by the way, let's see what there is in here. I don't even know what's in here. Oh, a courier duster, 25 pounds, 1 endurance. Like, that's cool. Old Glory, that's on his body. Red Glare, honestly, we have red glares. We'll pick it up. We've got a bunch of red glares. How many red glares do we need? Snakebite Tourniquet. So cure animal poison and then resist poison going forward. That would be fine later. Crit, 1 charisma, Ulysses Duster. Let's read his final message, and his mask is radiation, 15. That's not bad. We don't need any of these things. None of this matters. Shades of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Yeah, I think I technically spent a lot more time trying to fix that game than this, because ultimately I just figured, okay, I'm just going to have to move on. Let's listen to his final message.
Last tape. Last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word. This message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory, an old world wall, yet bridging 2 sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a 2-headed bear, an idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you can stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change. And so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
Yes, I mean, war never changes, but men must. I actually do like that line. I would just say that people like Caesar, I don't see a solution there. It's not built into the game, a way to change him.
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
What are you doing here? I didn't know I could still talk to him, so this was just
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. Need to be here. See what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come too. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Courier's Mile.
Oh, I already did that. Well, come on, game. I already did the Courier's Mile. The Courier's Mile, is that where there's miles? I've already went there. In this game, in this save.
My name for it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice in names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo.
I know, I've already been there.
Straight onto where the ground burns and wind howls even strong.
Skip. I've already been there. What are the marked men?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer.
Okay.
Not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
I think I kind of saved a couple over in Long 15. The divide's irradiated. Are you sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here. True enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, then not face it. Not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it.
All right. I'm heading back to Mojave to settle some things.
Can hear the weight in your feet. You're bound for that old world wall, Hoover Dam. Maybe not now. In time.
No, pretty soon.
Bear and bull shed too much blood there to let it go. Can't stop you from going. Wouldn't. A warning, though.
Yes.
The Legate Lanius, whether Caesar stands or not, Lanius will come.
Okay, I guess I'll ask about him. Like, I don't care. He will die by my laser rifle, one way or the other.
Lanius, the butcher, monster, terror of the East. Not even his slaves have seen his face. Struck them blind so they can't. Wears a mask. Don't even know if it's the same man. He put Colorado to the sword. Broke the hangdogs by throwing their hounds upon the flames, so they might burn forever in the afterlife.
Why is he coming west?
To take Hoover Dam, Legion will need something as big as the old world itself. Another symbol forged by history. Lanius carries all the terrors of the East with him. He's the myth, the weapon the Legion needs. When he arrives, he'll fall on Hoover Dam like a hammer. Break the bear in two.
I am not worried. Like Batman said, he'll be lucky to take 3 hits. How do I beat him?
19 tribes could not do it. All the lights in Vegas cannot. His strength lies in his title, and it is his weakness. He will not fight a losing battle and destroy what he represents. Put the idea of loss in him. Convince him the bear will not be the 20th tribe beneath his heel. It will make him pause like nothing on earth. You do not need to convince him alone. Draw upon history. The past of other legates are not filled with victories. Remind Lanius of this.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with what Uncle John hears. This guy makes me tired. Now, I think if we're, stepping away from the game into real world a little, I think if you talk about his weaknesses... Wait, which way? Is this the right way? If you talk about his weaknesses and stuff, you can get some, advantage on a speech check or something. That's basically it. I don't care. Okay. We are going to... remember which save fast travel to go to. One of these days. We're going to pick up our companion. Yeah, let's just shoot him, exactly. We're going to dodge this guy.
Hey, you're the one who's...
21 bottle caps. Wow, thanks. About to hit 400,000, but he gave me 21, so that feels good. We should travel together.
Back in your good graces?
I've heard a few patients mention the Securitrons are acting strangely, and no one has heard from Mr. House in a while. If House is out of the picture, maybe we'll be able to get our hands on some of his technology.
Sure.
It would help our scientists greatly.
You're welcome. Just come, get in the basement. It's fine. I think the followers should support an independent Vegas in the coming battle for the dam.
Why should we support Vegas? They've locked Freeside out of the city.
Good point.
And do nothing to help their neighboring townsfolk.
I'm setting plans in motion which will ensure both Legion and NCR are pushed out of the Mojave. Not technically true. Not pushed out of the Mojave, they're still going to be customers.
Wow. Whatever you have planned must be pretty big to give them the boot, but this sounds dangerous. I refuse to put my people at risk. If the NCR are pushed out, the raiders and other scum will run amok.
Yes, but I have Securitrons for that.
That is somewhat reassuring, but we still don't have the resources to care for the entire Mojave by ourselves. We already experience regular supply shortages. Opening our door to the entire region... I don't see how this could ever work.
Well, House's goal was an autocrat, right? I think that's the word he used. There's a lot of words for it, which is essentially to amass as much wealth as possible and then to launch people into space. Twist that on its head just a tiny bit. And what if we keep Vegas running as a city and spread the wealth to the surrounding Mojave? And also, the NCR don't have to leave all of Mojave, just the control of the Strip and the control of New Vegas is independent. This is a golden opportunity. You know what? You would establish a foothold in the region and be one step closer to rebuilding the Mojave.
I think I see now what you intend to set in motion. If this plan will bring us one step closer to revitalizing the region,
yes,
you can count on our support.
Perfect.
So long as you keep us supplied, we will stay in the Mojave to provide care and education for those in need.
Amazing.
Here...
you know, I just picked up some stuff. Is there anything you want to buy? No. 11,000? Okay, that's fine. I can't get rid of any of these things. I don't know why I did that, because those are all collectibles, and I collect everything. Alright. So that's what Yes Man asked us to do, get some support. We have Arcade with us. We are about to do Arcade's quest. Would never happen. Power corrupts absolutely, and absolute power, well... Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We're going to do this. So before we officially... We are very close. We're about to do Arcade's quest here.
Welcome, sir or madam.
We are going to purchase something. What are we going to purchase? First of all, he has a lot of caps. So that's why we're here, because we got red glare. It's 10,571 caps. 10,571 caps. What if we do a little bit of this? And then a little bit of this? Weapon repair kit.
Welcome, sir or madam.
That costs 50. Let's see what this does. There we go. We just bumped it up 3,000 caps. Amazing. I know. I'm obsessed with caps. That's a fact. But we actually have something we're going to buy here. We're going to buy some nukes. After just stopping one, we're going to get some ourselves. Those are missiles. And after all that, he's still going to give us 8,000 caps, which, by the way, check this out. We'll just do that. We don't care. We don't care about the change. Keep the change, Vendertron. Remember me in the future. We broke 400,000 caps. Not a goal I had anywhere for this game, but we did it. Now we are going to clean up our inventory. If I can click on the right buttons, and then this is it. Like this is it. We're doing it. We're in endgame. An independent strip ran by bots that don't have any emotional attachment to human lives or their future. Why would they want to help us pests? Well, I mean, that's not a bad question, and I think the answer is a little bit more complicated than that. That there has to be, like look at Yes Man. There's some programming there. So let's put the Duster in here. I'm going to keep Joshua Graham's armor. It's technically 2 more crit. I don't know. I've been wearing this. Yeah, this one. It's 2 more crit. I've been wearing this for so long that. Oh, well, now I'm kind of thinking it's only 2 damage threshold less. Should I? You know what? No, I'm going to keep it. I actually really like Joshua Graham's armor. I just genuinely like the look of it. So I'm happy to just have that. We're going to grab, what was the other thing? Here, I drank an atomic cocktail, so let's grab another one of those. And we're constantly doing this. I wasn't really expecting to do this today, but we need to put this away. I'm keeping Pacienda. I like Pacienda. I grabbed that between streams. And then our old buddy Esther never fired a single nuke in this whole game. And here we go. And truly, for the rest of this, no, I was just about to make a definitive statement, and I don't know that I can live up to that definitive statement. Oh, oops, I saved over that. Probably shouldn't have saved over that one. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The definitive statement that I just made was I was going to make, and I didn't, is I'm not going to loot anything else the rest of this game, because I know I'm obsessed with loot. Real quick, we're not going to fire it here. Actually, you know what? Let's fire it here. Here, yeah, let's do that. Let's, sorry, let me get back up there. We're going to do a test fire of Esther. I've not fired a mini nuke in this entire game. So why not fire one that costs like 30,000 caps or something? Oh, plus, by the way, just plus 10 damage threshold? Why do I have the math, help me with the math here, folks. I have 21 damage threshold, which makes sense. I have 15 for my armor, and then like a couple perks that gave me a little bit more, or like an implant. I put this on, which gives me 10 more, and instead of 31, I have 46. That's huge. Let's, we're just gonna use a regular mini nuke. What just happened? Is it because I put the gun away, or is that just too far? It dinged. Why did it ding? Did you hear that? It went ding. I've literally never shot one in New Vegas in any playthrough I've ever done. Oh, shoot. Well, we're going to be reloading. Sorry, everybody. By the way, look at my health. Like, we are so tough. So we have 46 from this plus 25 versus explosion. So we have like 60-something damage threshold. All right, well, we're going to reload. This is why we saved. I'm guessing, this is literally just a guess. I'm guessing, it's going to crash. Okay. Let's get this reset. Recovered from the crash, and here we go. All right. The quest is actually to recruit the old members of the Remnants. These are people who were part of the Enclave when Arcade was younger, and I need him with me in order for this to work. So, person number 1 is here. It's somebody we've met. I think we've met a couple of these people. But not everybody. Sorry to bother you in the middle of the night.
If the NCR ain't got... Your travel's been going all right?
It's been going great, but Arcade asked me to find you to reunite the Remnants, and they'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How'd you like flying the vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air.
Nice.
Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
It's a good way of looking at it. We have switched over now to the Zevia, which is the stevia-sweetened sparkling water. And this one is ginger ale flavored.
Watch your 6 out there.
Will do. Arcade?
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
She loves to fly, and it sounds like she was like a mother to him. I don't know what this face is he's got going on right now. You okay, buddy? You know what? We've been up for like 14 and a half days straight. That's probably it. It was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was
not
something.
Great.
If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
No. Okay. So she wasn't really a true believer in the Enclave, but she did enjoy it. There's no, like, right order because we don't have to deal with fast travel, you know? So let's go here. I would go to Vault 34, which is technically closer, but we're just going to be attacked by geckos, and honestly, I find it annoying. It's not even that they can't even hurt me. It's the fact that I'll need to use another weapon repair kit. That sounds so funny. Let me explain. When I was younger, I met this person who was very wealthy, and, you know, on a scale that I barely could understand, right? And her car was damaged, and she was really upset. And I kept kind of thinking, this doesn't really make sense to me, because it's not going to be that expensive. And then my other friend told me, it's not about the, like, $3,000 to fix her car or whatever insurance. It's about the time and hassle for a person like that who is very busy to deal with the annoyance of it. And I was like, huh, what a different world. What a different world we live in. But it actually made sense after that. It was like a whole day of their time dealing with that. That's annoying. That's frustrating. Oops. Bear trap. The echo on that damage. Meanwhile, zero actual health. Check out my health. Look at that. Full health still. No problems at all. But the point is, that's kind of like me. I don't want to have to repair my laser rifle. I'm not worried about the geckos attacking me.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh.
I thought that was someone else. I know, it doesn't sound anything like my character. You were expecting someone else?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect.
Oh.
He's just mocking me now.
Oh, well, it sounds like you're eager to die.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. Ooh. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
Well, Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about, then?
I think your experience with technology will help resolve the conflict in this region. Yeah.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is Auld. Appropriate, huh?
So appropriate.
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Good. I'm sure your father would have been proud of you.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Maybe it was.
Okay.
Mole rat.
My best.
Okay.
What brings you around this time?
Tell me about yourself. Are you a cannibal?
I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
Okay, so that's a no. Because, just like vegans, if he was a cannibal, he wouldn't stop talking about it. Am I right? Alright, let's go. Alrighty. I don't know that there's a right order here, but let's... Wait, do I need to... Wait, what? Okay, there's somebody... I don't know if they're on the inside or the outside of this fence. Let's assume outside. You're gonna isolate the and put it in the Discord? Even though we never use a scream? I know, I should. That's a good scream. I could make it a channel point redemption. The one from Indiana Jones where the character fell like 4 times. It was ridiculous. Hello.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
I'm not technically with the NCR. Actually, Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Your advanced level of tech would be useful in settling things between the NCR and the Legion.
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Oh, okay. Now, I don't know if you keen-eyed viewers and or listeners have noticed, we haven't asked anybody to support any specific side. We've just been telling them we were gathering the remnants. Now we have a character that says, who are we settling it for, essentially. Oh, excuse me. I don't have an ability to tell him NCR or Legion. I haven't decided, do you have a preference or does it matter? That's not true. We are not settling for the Legion. We are straight up lying to this guy, and it doesn't even say lie.
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser.
Well, I want to help the Legion defeat the NCR. Lie. That's what I was thinking. Wow, so I can only agree that? Or I can say, are you coming to this thing or what?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
Dear old remember. Do you have something against the NCR? Well, he was in the Enclave, so yeah, they battled.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
Yes, I can understand that.
What's up?
Nothing to say? All right.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing.
Oh boy.
To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Did we have to get him? Because I think a man should know when to let go.
It's been decades, you know. By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
Okay. Okay. Continue our progress. Oh, I'm just... I know it sounds silly, but I'm just getting nervous. Like, we're very close to the end.
Have you sticking around for the attractions?
Actually, Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
It was Arcade's suggestions, not mine. That seems a little rude. You'll be the element of surprise. Sure, I'll say that.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though.
Everybody's going.
Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Dear old remember Navarro. I'd like to know more about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
Do we need Moreno with us at all?
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father.
Oh, good.
Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you, too. That's their story, not yours. I think they're loyal to you, too, is true.
Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it, too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
I feel like giving him this one last hurrah is kind of returning the favor.
What's up?
Whenever I ask him your opinion of the current situation, he always says the same thing. So let's see if he says anything different now that we've progressed a lot more in other ways.
Helping the NCR is better than helping Mr. House, but if the NCR can take full control... Besides...
Yeah, it's still the NCR stuff. So there's something in the programming of this game which was apparent in Lonesome Road, and it's apparent in his dialogue, that they really think that I just am totally working for the NCR. Oh! You're not supposed to be here. Oh, hey, Marcus. How you doing?
Something on your mind?
No, I just haven't seen you in a while. All right. Well, I'll see you around. Marcus is a cool guy. We are going to definitely make sure the Battle of Hoover Dam is done during the day. Yes, unfortunately, we were not able to resolve things with some of the Nightkin that were here.
They say those robots on the strip are running around with different faces or something. Don't ask, because I don't know.
I know, I did it.
Something else I can do for you?
If we were still doing the radio broadcast, that would have been one, but we didn't have enough time. All right, Arcade Ganon has asked me to gather all the former members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
Dear old Remember Navarro friends.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both.
Huh.
A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after.
I don't know that word.
Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work is what mattered to him. He was pointless to all without a goal. No, I think his work is what mattered to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
That's not true. I think Calamity might, and I think these super mutants might. I think Arcade is just wrong about Doc Henry. Which is weird. You know, because it seems like he should know that. And then, look at this little thing that popped up before when we got the Explorer perk, because we've explored a lot of this place. But the Remnants Bunker we have not. We are going to actually fast travel. I know that seems lazy.
What a shame.
Nope. Well, sorry, Big Horner Bowls. It is lazy. That is lazy, for the record. But I felt like it. I don't know what else to say. The game says it this way. There's more bulls. I hope they don't attack me. As long as we keep our distance, they won't. But unfortunately, I cannot. Something that would have been really interesting in this game is, yeah. See, there you go. Telling your companion to not attack something. Not a thing they added in this game. Can't tell them just keep running. Who cares? They are not a threat to us. What do you have on you?
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
When did he get a Ripper?
If you would like me to die very rapidly, no arguments from...
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin,
When did he
okay?
get a Ripper? Whoa. Weird. Alright, let's do a little save. Little save. Dear old friends, remember Navarro. That makes way more sense than what I had. Ask the Remnants support the fight against the Legion or NCR. I mean, I guess it's good that they're still... it's a little strange. Oh, boy. No, I don't even know how. No, actually, this I was going to say, wouldn't that be funny if I last second change and I go to support the NCR? But I actually can't. I don't have a quest giver to initiate the battle for Hoover Dam at the Legion. So even if I was like, support the Legion, I would literally just be fighting them. Well, I don't want to upset them. Enclave armor, sick.
What are you talking to me for? Talk to Krieger.
Krieger's the officer here, not me.
All right.
The final. Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
I want to help. How are you going to deploy your squad?
Marino, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
What is this place?
This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it. I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades.
I want to look at the map first.
That President Kimball got killed at Hoover Dam. Now he knows how we feel about the NCR around here.
That didn't happen. President Kimball wasn't killed at Hoover Dam. That's just a bug. The game is wrong. He did not survive. I mean, he did survive.
Still waiting on that decision.
All right, I want to help the NCR hold the dam, sort of.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
You're the officer. Can't you just order him to go along with the plan?
I stopped being Moreno's officer a long time ago. Everyone here respects me, but they don't need to follow my orders. Not anymore.
Will he be a liability?
He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him.
What's his problem with the NCR?
Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't. Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving.
I'll talk to Moreno.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
Hey there.
Can you talk to Moreno?
I'd love to see the look on the NCR's face when I swoop down in my chopper.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR.
Language. He's out. Okay, so for those of you just joining for the finale, maybe some of you are. Very exciting. Welcome. Our character doesn't do speech checks. So we don't do speech checks. Although I don't know how I have speech 14. Oh, that's right. I got one more luck point, so it gave me one more speech point. What are you doing?
Getting my gear. What does it look like? What, you think I'm going to leave this here for someone like you? I don't think so.
Okay, there's a chance for one more moment of glory.
Sorry, but there's no glory in helping out the NCR.
Bye.
Change of plan.
Oh.
You'll find that I've sealed the doors to this hangar.
Oh.
I don't want my friends getting involved in our little disagreement. Once I'm done with you, I'll talk them out of this stupid plan. You've opened some old wounds. It's only fair I return the favor.
We don't have to fight. We can talk about this.
No, I'm done talking.
Looks like...
These people. Am I right? Oh, I think I'm addicted to Jet. I should probably deal with that. That's fine. Yeah, laser rifle is fine. Actually, you know what? This guy bothers me. He doesn't deserve the laser rifle. He deserves the compliance regulator. Which means he is frozen. Should I let Arcade finish him off?
Here we go.
I should have brought a boxing glove or something. This is gonna take forever. This is honestly, this is just a little extra humiliation because this guy annoys me.
There. I'm here. I'm here.
Got your Gatling laser. I got your Gatling laser.
I
got your Gatling laser. You know, before we do this, so there's one more thing we have to do before the battle. I forgot, and I'm glad I just remembered looking at that skill check. Boy, this, I mean, he is wearing power armor, so there's actually something sort of realistic about this. And I'm pretty sure he's got a stim pack because he just healed. What if I do this number? There's moves. Can I do my sweep? Come on, do my sweep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got this. I'm not doing my sweep attack. I do want Arcade to get the kill, though, because this guy sucks. And, you know, he's like, he's part of his crew. Alright. He's used all his stim packs.
Just like...
Might be time for a weapon upgrade.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be surprised at what happened with Moreno. I hope that after all this time, he could put his anger behind him. Maybe everything good in Orion Moreno died at Navarro. And it was foolish to think there was anything in him left to salvage.
He was a lost cause, but at least the others made it.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave.
Yeah.
It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for.
Of course you could join the fight.
When fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside.
Yeah.
They're going to need every doctor they can get.
I mean, in my opinion is he will do so much more good in Freeside as a doctor than he will be joining me in the battle. I can solo the Enclave. Or not the Enclave. Well, probably could. I don't know. But I could solo the Legion. Wow, could not remember the name. What happens in Freeside won't make a difference if the Legion takes the dam, fight with them, or if you're sure you're going to be a bloodbath, maybe you should stay in Freeside. Yeah.
I honestly didn't expect you to say that.
Really?
When I talked to you about Daisy and the others, you seem to put a lot of value in loyalty to the past. What's changed since then?
Well, I don't like this at all. I don't like the way he phrased that. Well, you're different? Meaning he's not an Enclave... Oh, look, I'll fail the speech check. It doesn't really matter.
I am. But they're still my family.
Yeah.
I think you were right the first time.
Oh, okay.
If there's something I can do to help hold the dam, I'll do it. Look, there's something I have to do. But I promise I'll be back in a while. Trust me. And thanks again for your help. It means a lot to me.
That's actually kind of funny that... Now I'm over encumbered, can't run. But it's funny that I failed the speech check and it still worked. And he has returned to Freeside. Oh, we need to get Edie also. Boy, we're not ready yet. We need to get Edie. Yeah. Boy, his head is really just rolling around there, isn't it? Door override card. Sure. Power armor. We got this first set of power armor with where the death claws are hanging out. So we have multiple sets of power armor. We are going to drop this off. Bam, bam, bam. Theoretically, it's there for if we want it in the future. I don't really want it in the future. And let's repair this with that. And we are good to go. We have our trivalence oscillizer.
We saw everything through the security monitor.
Oh.
I had no idea Moreno would ever pull something like that. By rights, Moreno's power armor now belongs to you. Whitman's volunteered to show you how to use it, so talk to her as soon as you can.
I literally already know how to use it, and I don't know how I know.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Okay, several hours?
That tower... Orion always did have a temper, but it was pretty low of him to ambush you like that.
It wasn't. It was terrible. He could have just left, but he didn't. I'm sorry I had to kill him. He didn't give me much choice.
Well, anyway, Judah's given Orion's armor to you now. It'll take a few hours for me to show you how to use it properly.
Don't care.
Let's get started.
Well, that was easy.
Those feet.
Okay. We have completed Arcade's quest. We are amazing. That's like every quest in the game now. Every companion. Now, just so those you know, because I know this.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father.
Okay.
Since you convinced me to help out with the defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage.
That's not what I did.
I'm a little rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course.
I would much prefer that you were in Freeside, to be completely honest. What do you think the others will do at the Hoover Dam?
I don't think you need to worry about the specifics. Basically, expect a lot of firepower and dead bodies. Enclave technology is even more advanced than Brotherhood equipment. And in the hands of soldiers as experienced as Moreno and the others, let's just say it's truly a sight to behold.
Moreno and the others? Moreno is literally the only one...
What's up?
...that is dead. So that's such a weird thing to say, my friend. Okay. We are almost ready for the final battle. I am not stretching it out. But there is one more thing I need to do. I can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. Oh, come on. It was a freaking bullhorn or a Cazador or something. Come on. Oh, I don't need this. I'm gonna pull up my little devil. Little Devil is, I think, the best handgun in the game. Feel free to fact check me, but I just did a couple little quick tests, and it just seemed like... Just seemed quick and powerful, fast reload. What's not to like? All right, now can we please fast travel? You think it's that gun? I have heard people say that. I find that it's really slow to reload. So that's kind of where I get my opinion on that. All right. We are about... Are we ready for this? There is one more thing I need to do. There's always one more thing I need to do. I cannot remember the exact numbers here, but... Say 50. Link book. Okay, we got this. We got this. Yeah, this shoots so fast, though, and it does have bonus critical chance, but not bonus critical damage. But that DPS is 266. And it shoots so fast. So fast. Okay. So why did we pick up some blank books and some Wonder Glue? Something we have never done. We just didn't bother because how completely ridiculous our skills have always been. Check this out. Our skills are all maxed out. We've got 100 of everything except for speech because we don't do speech checks. And unarmed. Unarmed Joker, what are you doing? There's no way to fix that. No, right here. We can make a blank book. Oh, we only need 25. We can only make one, though. Which gives us... 99 unarmed skill check. Whatever will we do if only I had a plan. I guess I don't know where Arcade's at. I don't think he's technically a companion. Okay. I have a plan to get us one more skill check. We will literally have 100 in every skill except for the skill that we are not using. That's pretty exciting. And let's get Edie. Well, of course, let's get Edie. Because this Edie is going to have all the abilities of the other Edie. Hello. Companion protocol begin. Enhanced sensors perk. And I think I also got a bunch of... See, look. Now I can say, hey, I'm running low on small energy cells. Can you make it? Flamer cells. How about... You know, you do a weapon or... Yeah, microfusion cells. Here we go. Boom, 35 microfusion cells. Amazing. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. All right, now you might want to know, and I have the answer, where is one more skill book that... Sorry, I'm bad at fast traveling. One more skill book in Unarmed that we haven't looted, because if you remember many parts ago, I could look it up if need be, but we don't have to. Many parts ago, we went on a skill book quest to pick up all the skills. And we got most of them. But even at that time, I just didn't care about Unarmed. So maybe in my haste, in my hurry...
Hey, play it cool, baby. We just got the place fixed up.
I completely missed this one. Easy enough to rectify. Isn't it pronounced Edie? Eddie, Edie, EDE. I don't know how it's pronounced, to be honest, but I feel like you can pronounce it many different ways. That's my theory. You're saying Ed E? I like Edie. But I don't... There's probably technically a correct way. And I guess I don't know it. But I think I'm okay with that. Boom! There we go. Sitting here in Benny's office with his spindly little arms trying to train a little harder on Unarmed. And here we go. 100 in every single skill except for speech, because we don't pass speech checks. We can fail speech checks. We don't pass them, though. Isn't that grand? We are kind of amazing.
Cool, baby. We just got the place fixed.
We're ready. I think we're ready. Ready for the final battle? And we will, in fact, be initiating the final battle with Yes Man. You can go to the general of the NCR and say, I would like to do the battle. Or you can go to Yes Man and say, I would like to do the battle. And this officially starts the end game. So it will save right before we initiate this. And then there is no going back. So there is no playing the game after the battle. It reloads to the last save. So I personally actually kind of don't like that. I kind of wish there was some playing after, but it's fine. It is what it is. We're gonna do another save here. Not that one. We'll save here. Let's go.
Are you ready to head for the dam? Caesar's Legion is due to attack at any moment.
I'm ready for the dam.
Great! So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations. It turns out there are two ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options. You could route the dam's power output to the facility under Fortification Hill. That'll restart its reactor, just like you did with the Lucky 38. That'll wake up the Securitron army you left on standby, and give us enough force to push the Legion and the NCR straight out of the Mojave. The other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, it's just a big bunch of concrete.
Nope.
The NCR won't have any reason to stick around. You don't have to decide yet. For now, all you have to do is take this override module and install it on the terminal in the power control room. Good luck. See you at the dam.
I don't really see the long-term value of destroying the dam because it does generate a lot of hydroelectric power. So all right. You're committing to fight for an independent Vegas at the Battle for Hoover Dam, which will determine the fate of New Vegas for decades to come. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the battle, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Let's do this. I am so nervous. Oh.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
Okay. Oh, we're literally right here. Oh, for some reason I thought I had to get here, but we're literally here. All right, save. We're going to do a save. A new save. We're here. I'm getting nervous. Okay, let's actually read the quest. Make sure we're on the same page. No gods, no masters. Go to the control room in the Hoover Dam and install the override chip. Easy cheesy. Is it not this? It's not this room? Oh! Well, the Legion is here. The NCR have done a terrible job. Let's get... let's pull out the overcharge, huh? Yeah, let's pull out the overcharge. Yeah, this is really embarrassing that the Legion got to this point. Is this Arcade? Hey, all right, Arcade's with me. So he's not officially a companion, but he's with me. I like how Caesar's infamy is gotten. Okay, so all these doors are shut off. How did they get in here? Lock and loot. Yeah, I don't know how they got in here, but... All right, well, that surprised me.
Over here.
Yeah, I'm really not too worried. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea or not.
That takes care of that.
Hey, there we go. This is our first real-life use of this weapon. Amazing. Oh, look at these silly guys. I don't know how to shoot this. Let's see what happens. That did not work. Here? Oh boy, I bet there are people way better at this game than me. Here, what about right there? That's pretty easy. We're doing it for the funsies, exactly. Where are we going? Okay, so we can't go in the normal path, so we're going in this path. All right, well, that one's easy. That one's an easy shot to make. Oh, the boomers! Oh, yes! This is why you make friends with the boomers. Did you sneak up behind me? Oh. What was that? Hold on. Hold on. Go ammo. I don't think we want to use Big Kid right here. How about low yield? Because they're so close. So let's save more frequently if we're going to be doing that. Oh no. All right, I mean, low yield. So much for our tough guy character, I know, right? Oh, okay. This is after I killed those. Okay. Yeah. What happened to our character? It feels like we should have survived that. We got a low yield one, which just by the name made me think it was less explosive. We survived shooting ourselves with a whole one earlier. All right, just gonna hit this autosave a little more frequently. All right. We'll pull it back out. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving up on using it. Maybe we were more damaged than I thought, and I just kind of wasn't paying attention. Let's Oh yeah, we never got rid of our addictions. Oh well. All right, with that in mind, let's take some chems and get real tough. Boom, snakebite tourniquet. Yeah. You know, it might have just been an issue that we weren't paying attention to our health. Maybe we had taken more damage. I was just literally sitting there letting everybody shoot me while I figured this game out. Oh, nope. There we go. Nice. Let's watch the boomers again, because that was pretty sick. Nice. All right. Let's try to do better here. Okay, hold on. Autosave. Oh yeah! We did some damage to ourselves. We blew our arms off. Okay. We did some damage. All right. Well, we probably don't want to be carrying this weapon indoors. Some weapons are outdoors only. Here? Alright, there shouldn't be any Legion in here, right?
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room.
So here's the deal. I need to plant a... let's call it a computer virus on those computers right there. Is there any way that maybe...
You shouldn't be here. It's best if you just move along.
It's okay. I'm a friend.
Friend or not, no one is allowed in here. Move along.
All right. the Securitron is just in here.
Hi! Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again.
So, we can blow up the dam's generators, or I could route the dam's entire power output to the fort. That'll activate a certain army of Securitrons and set them loose to ravage the Legion. What do you say?
I think we want to ravage the Legion. It's only temporary, right? And then we could reroute it back to the Strip and the Mojave. Send the power to the fort.
Yes! This is gonna be fun! I'm unlocking the East Power Plant. Hit the manual switch, then go topside and deal with the Legion and NCR.
No problem. These guys had no idea. Oh, what? Whoa, Wild Wasteland just triggered. What's in this room that is like Wild Wastelandy and funny? Is it just all these screens? What's the Wild Wasteland reference here? I don't know. I'm gonna use my implant. Just to, like, make sure I got out of there clean. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know if there's some reference to some movie or something, basically. Okay, where to now? He said the east switch... Is that this way? That guy just disappeared. He's just invisible. Don't mind me.
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control
Not going to the control room. Oh, follow the exit sign. Smart.
Another kill for my
Really? You good? Wow. How did they get in here?
Hey.
Move. Oh my god. Get out of my way, Securitron. I can't help. I can't help because the Securitron won't get out of my way. And they really need my help. I can 1 or 2 shot these guys, and they can't. That's on you. That's on you.
Well, that's the end of that.
How to get out of here?
Get going.
It's kind of funny. The screens keep lighting up as I walk by them. Okay, am I going in circles? Yes, I just went in a big circle. They need lighted exit signs. I just went this way.
Let's get going.
Huh. Yeah, that is the exit that I normally take. All right. What's through this door? Is this? Oh. Okay. Now I feel like an idiot. Okay, exit the east side of the dam. Okay, now I bet that door is going to be unlocked. Right? There you go. Who? Oh! Well, that's a weird choice of an outfit. Hi, Doc.
Keep your head down. Could be snipers around.
Oh, yeah, because I guess that they're not... They don't all wear the power armor. Alright, I'll help. Ooh, 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 hold on, hold on, hold on, everybody. I got a plan. It's a good plan. Let's try that low yield again. Yeah, that does look a little bit smaller than a normal one. Pretty cool, right?
Let's get going. We have a battle to win.
Alright, well, I thought it was cool. I just wanted somebody to tell me it was cool. Oh, we're on the other... Oh, we're on the other side. Okay. We're on the other side of the Legion's little dealy bob. Yeah. Got my own sentry bot there. Maybe it's good if there's not too many of them around. Where? Okay, hold on. I thought I needed to activate another switch. What's happening right now? Oh, talk to Colonel Moore. Oh, no, sorry. Head to Legion camp and deal with Legate whatever. Perfect. Alright. I'm suffering from jet withdrawal? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Keep crippling my own Securitrons. I guess I could have done this without them. Is this as cool as ice? Okay. All right. Yeah, the low yield is fine.
Come on.
Well, since I'm suffering from jet withdrawal, let's go ahead and just take more. And we'll take another buff out, and we'll take our last atomic cocktail. And let's get happy on stim packs. Wow, that didn't kill him. Oh, I didn't hit him direct on. Well, that was a little closer to me. I think do more chems. Exactly, Batman. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do things a couple ways. I'm gonna save because I think I'm gonna try the high yield, and I don't know what it's gonna do. And we're just kind of being silly. We're just kind of having fun in our last little bit here. All right, it's called the Big Kid. Okay, well, hold on. Let me see what the tiny tots are first. Oh. All right, the tiny tots are pretty cool. Let's try Big Kid. How about roughly there? It feels bigger, but it's hard for me to know. Oh, never mind. It is, in fact, bigger. It is, in fact, bigger. Was this before or after I took the chems? Well, when in doubt, take more chems. Maybe I'll take a step back. Anybody over here? Anybody up here? Oh, I thought that one might kill me. These are doing damage to me, by the way. Alright, that's fun. Alright, let's just so we can see what's happening, let's actually pull out a real gun and really shoot some dudes. And let's do weapon repair kit. Let's eat some jerky. Let's take another snake bite. You just gotta have a snake bite kit anywhere you go. You gotta have it. All right, let's do some real battles now. I was debating because I've never played. I always play the like stealth sniper, and I was like, I don't want to do that this time. Let's mix it up.
An envoy of Vegas.
Okay, hold on.
Yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards.
Who said I was an envoy of Vegas? I'm here to kill you. I'm here to kill all of you. We'll talk to him, and if for some reason it ends in a peaceful solution, we're still going to kill him. We hate the Legion. But what I was going to say is before I started this game, before I started this run, and I thought really hard, I'm always the like stealth sniper character. That's just how I always play pretty much every game that gives me the option. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do... So that's why I came up with the Tech Scavenger. I spent a lot of time on it. Might not seem like it, but I did. And it's like, okay, repair, energy weapons. Always use energy weapons. That's so new for me. But the other thing I was thinking was heavy weapons. I never play a heavy weapon character. So probably I would say in my next iteration, if they ever do a Fallout 3 remaster or whatever game I do in Fallout in the future, I'll probably do heavy weapons because I've just never done it. And here we are. As you can tell, I'm not very good at it. But it's good. And knowing is half the battle. Exactly. Okay, if you think you've got any chance of taking Hoover Dam, you're wrong.
Many graves in the east are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the west bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done.
You're surprised Lanius didn't blow up with any of those mini nukes? I think he's got plot armor. And I'm about to blow that off. Maybe you're willing to listen to reason. He gave you orders beyond the grave?
Kaiser's will is the will of the Legion and the West. All beneath the flag of the Great Bear exists to test the strength of the Legion. The West shall fall as the East fell, and all the tribes that stretch to the setting sun shall bear the mark of the Legion.
I know the game... Okay, alright. We'll entertain the game. Maybe you're willing to listen to reason.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
Macaulay Culkin, is that you? Oh, okay. Okay. So this is different. Okay. We're going to play along for a little bit, but if you don't talk to... I forgot his name. Ulysses. Wow. We're having some brain problems today. If you don't talk Ulysses, this is a 90 speech check. The first time I ever played this game, I remember this moment, honestly, because I thought it was dumb. If you want to play Fallout New Vegas on easy mode, and I don't mean literally easy mode, we're on very hard, all you have to do is just get to 100 speech as fast as possible, and then every single thing is speech check, okay. And that's fine, whatever. But you literally can talk him down from fighting with a 90 speech check. And because I talked to Ulysses about his weakness, now it's a 55. You could take the West, but holding does another matter. I'll say this. I'll say this as a barter check, and then we'll just see where this goes. But again, he's dying no matter what.
I have no need to hold it. Anything the West sends against me shall break against the wall that is the Legion.
Okay, so again, I don't want to go down this road of talking him into peace because I do want him to die. But we'll do one more, and now they need to send an army. Your supplies will kill you first.
You think we would march without a means of resupply? We have the fort. We will have the dam.
You don't have the
fort. Other communities will fall.
You don't even have the fort.
We shall harvest as we move west. We only need move forward.
Okay, so I'm not going to click on this because I don't want to end this peacefully. So I'm guessing instead of a speech check, you could do a barter check. I've never done it. So worth a gamble. Now for the hard way. I'm sick of talking. Let's end this.
For the Legion.
Actually,
another kill
for myself. How do we want to kill him? Boy, now I kind of wish I had brought the boxing glove so we can kill him in a humiliating way. Yeah, we're still gonna kill him in a humiliating way. Sure, I could hit him with the mini nuke, no problem. I could shoot him with my upgraded laser rifle doing 300 damage, you know? Yeah, no problem. Easy, cheesy. But what's even more fun... Yeah, we're addicted to everything. Hit him with this number. No. No. Take a break, guys. Take a break. And some lowly Securitron will kill you. Gotta shoot him every couple seconds to renew the stun. Who's this? Who's here helping me? Cannibal Johnson?
Had enough? Had enough?
This thing does like 5 damage or whatever, which is why it's so hard to kill him. Hey, Cannibal! Get him! Get him! Get him! This is completely ridiculous. How does it feel to be killed by an ex-member of the Enclave? Uh-oh. Oh, now that he's got some space, he's shooting his rockets. Wow, they're running! They're actually running away! Hey! Oh, I can't steal a sword? Oh. They're actually running away. This is ridiculous. Coulter, welcome to the show. We're gonna get all hyped up on chems again. I just think it's like an extra humiliation for him to be killed by some guy he didn't even know existed. Alright, Cannibal is actually hurt, and while I don't have any particular affinity for him one way or the other, Arcade does. So we are going to go ahead and finish them off. Get that 15 action point from Grim Reaper Sprint. Very nerfed in this game. Oh! Oh, it looked like I could have talked to him. He went yellow there for a second. Oh, darn it. Well, you know what? We're not against reloading, but we also have to live with the consequences. And before we went into this battle, Cannibal told us directly that he was ready to go. He was ready to die, and the Grim Reaper was always on his shoulder. This isn't how I wanted to do it, because I think I actually clipped him there, but that's one of the downsides of war. We are... I told you we're not going to do a bunch of looting. But I'm going to take his helmet. Okay. He had legendary healing powder or legion healing powder. I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to reload that. We are going to stick with those consequences of battle. And it's emblematic of war, really. I like that the Legion started to run away. Alright, that's it. Hey, Frag Guy. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Frag Guy, we are at the end of the game. Perfect time to join us. You get to join us. So, after this encounter, however this resolves, we're going to have the slideshow. And then I'm going to talk about the game. You're welcome to stick around as I ramble at the game for 5 to 20 minutes. I actually didn't write down what I'm going to say, but I have a lot of thoughts. And I've been giving those thoughts as we have played. But while the slideshow is going, I'm going to be quiet with my mouth, but I'm going to give you some hand signals so you all know how I feel about them. Thumbs up means, like a double thumbs up means I feel like we did a good job with the thing that the slideshow depicts, because it's going to kind of run through what happened and what will happen. I'm going to give it a little double thumbs up if I go, yes, that's what I wanted. Maybe like kind of like a weak thumbs up is like, it's okay, but it's not what we wanted. And then thumbs down means I'm annoyed that that's how the game has interpreted my actions. Because regardless of what the game says, I have my own headcanon. And there's a couple decisions that I've made that are fully aligned with my own headcanon of what I think happened. Fry Guy asks, do you mean did I get the good ending? Thumbs up. Yeah. I think that's a way to put it. I'll go with that, which is like, this is what I wanted to happen, and I agree with it. That's what the double thumbs up mean. Let's go. Detroit Become Human would have had a double thumbs down the whole ending. Yeah.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time.
Thanks.
And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of
language
thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
First of all, you only need one of me. And I could take out unlimited Legion. You just give me 100 weapon repair kits, and they are done. But second of all, I don't work for you. I never have. I've worked with you. We have made some arrangements together. Hold that thought, General. I wanted to introduce you to some of my friends, which is not true. My friends died is... Oh, darn. Edie's not here. I left Edie in the hallway, didn't I? No, I don't know. Where's Edie? Is Edie here? How about... I can't take all the credit. I had some help from my allies, which is true. Poor Cannibal Johnson. I really didn't want him to die.
And, well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley.
Oh, yes, the Securitrons. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? Was just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar.
The dam is won for me. You and the Legion have both lost this day. This is where me as a player, I get so wishy-washy that I'm like, no, don't be too mean. But let's be real. I made a choice. The lighting in this scene is rough. Oh, sorry, Brett Guy. I made a choice. The choice is I'm kicking the NCR officially out. They're welcome as guests. They're welcome as gamblers. They're welcome as trades people, but this is not their home. And I can't continue to play the middle with the NCR. I played the middle with House and the NCR, and the yes man for a long time, and that time is over. This is the end. So it's time. General Oliver, Hoover Dam is ours. Leave at once, or the dam is won for me. You and the Legion have both lost this day.
I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that. Who the hell do you think you are? Looking to cash your chips to the sound of NCR bullets, huh? I can oblige.
I don't want any more violence. There's been enough today.
Look, I know you're riding high right now, but let me tell you, you ain't pissing on me right now. You're pissing on the bear. You've been far enough west, I'm guessing, to know how far that claw stretches. Fuck with the bear and...
Well, I don't really like his response. Yeah, this guy's dumb. Look at all those Securitrons. What are there? Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's at least 50 that I can see. At least. That number is probably higher. 5 of these could take out the 5 of them. Maybe 10 of them. Like, let's assume they have special guns and armor and stuff. I was hoping we could be pleasant about this. I can make laws here now, and my law is simple. No NCR on the Colorado. Meaning the Colorado River. Yeah, I think... I mean, after that response, this is what I want to say. How about I ask these robots to mess with you and your entire battalion with a rocket barrage? But the realistic thing is my character has come to really appreciate the NCR for a lot of things. Not their leadership. So these guys, I don't want these guys to die. They haven't done anything wrong. I don't want to take out a whole battalion. I was hoping we could be pleasant about this.
You want me to make tracks out of here? Head back west? Tail between our legs? No. I came for a fight today.
Oh boy.
And if you're looking to make me budge, you better have a damn good left hook or I'm not going anywhere.
And of course, we have a speech check. Is talking all you can do? I can talk too. Real tough. That's a weird thing to say. I think these robots... You think these robots are all the forces I have? Yeah, I'll say that.
Right now, that's all that's standing there. Well, except for the corpses. So that's your plan? Hold the dam here all by your lonesome?
While the boomers fly west, works for me. I don't want to threaten. I don't want to threaten the boomers to take out Long 15. Yeah, again, this is something I will complain about in the wrap-up. Here we go with the speech checks again. I think how I handled the Legate should be enough for you. I'll say that.
And maybe you fed him a line of Brahmin shit, too. Enough to make his dumbass think twice. I ain't Legion, and I need more than words.
Look, either you're gonna leave or you're gonna fight, so decide.
I think you're cashed out enough to know my chances are pretty good. And like I said, I'm not leaving the dam now the Legion's been broken.
I tried. Literally didn't give me an option. Wait, what? I died! I don't know how I died. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. That's so weird. Okay, well, we're gonna get through this dialogue very quickly. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention to my health or what. Or maybe he's got a really special weapon. He did back up his talk. You're right, Batman. He did kill me.
Caesar on the cross.
Now, the annoying part is he's still gonna die because there's still 1,000 Securitrons, so even after my death, which might as well happen here. I want to introduce you to some friends.
Guess it ain't no secret.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to say the same things because I messed that up. It doesn't matter. It's gonna end the same way. But are you sure that's wise? I don't want any more violence. I'm hoping we can be pleasant about this. I'll do the one speech check that I fail. You think the robots are all the forces I have? Either decide. Okay. I have no idea how he killed me. Oh, well, I'm not full health, so, I mean, that is something, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm really surprised that I actually died. All right, well, we're gonna do the same thing, I guess. I'm not really sure why we died, so. Is it him? Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm taking some big chunks of damage. So, yeah, I don't know if it's him with his special gun or, you know, he's just got a normal 44 Magnum. I wonder if it's the Rangers? What do you have? Yeah, brush guns do a lot of damage, and if they have the right, you know, perks or whatever, sure. Alright, I'm gonna take out the Rangers and then see if that was them or him. Yeah, they did a lot of damage. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it was the Rangers.
You did a super job wrapping things up. And
it wasn't him, it was the Rangers.
I have to. I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well, I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality.
Yikes.
To be a little more assertive, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry, everything will be okay. I've updated the Securitron's targeting parameters, so they know what to do. Vegas will be protected. So that's where I'll be. Off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around.
Oh boy.
We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
And so the courier who had cheated
General
death in the
Oliver's still
cemetery
alive.
outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the
Fine.
Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Supporting the ideals of independence, the courier was recognized as the man responsible for a truly free New Vegas. He ensured Mr. House's tyranny was broken, and neither Caesar's Legion nor NCR would ever gain control over New Vegas.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Invigorated by his travels with the courier, Raul once more took up his guns in memory of his lost Rafaela. Soon after, the Mojave was filled with tales of the ghost vaquero who hunts down those who prey on the weak.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
The peace with NCR served to ease Veronica's worries about the Brotherhood's immediate future. Still, a distance had arisen between her and her fellow members that would never be bridged. She began secluding herself in crumbling libraries of the old world, learning of promising technologies she knew the Brotherhood would never adopt.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
Arcade was proud to have been one of the defenders who helped repel the Legion from Hoover Dam. He was prouder still to see the area freed from the shackles of the NCR and Mr. House. Though independence for New Vegas was not all he hoped it could be, Arcade used his Enclave knowledge and technology to keep order wherever he could.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Goodsprings thrived. More travelers stopped by Goodsprings on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
Cass lived to see the courier bring down 3 armies, and by her count, that was 3 more than she'd expected. She kept quiet about that, though.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming. There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
Following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, Freeside came to be known as one of the more stable areas in the region. Ironically, NCR refugees found Freeside safer than most of the rest of New Vegas, where resentment still lingers.
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
Shaped up by the courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense.
Whoa!
In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Though NCR was withdrawing from the region, Boone remained in New Vegas, finding work as a security guard and caravan scout along the highways. While he might have preferred rejoining his old unit, Boone couldn't bring himself to abandon the city where he'd met his wife.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
With Cook dead, the powder gangers at Vault 19 fell apart. Those who weren't destroyed by the courier fled into the hills or attempted to work their way back through the Mojave wasteland. Few survived.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful, robotic eye.
Despite distinguishing
So
themselves during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, the Rangers' victory was short-lived due to the courier's interference.
All right.
Chief Hanlon personally directed the evacuation of the Rangers to Mojave Outpost as they fell back into NCR territory. Bitter over the waste of life in the Mojave, Hanlon stepped down from his post. After a campaign in which he denounced Oliver's and Kimball's hawkish imperialist ways, Hanlon was elected as the Senator of Reading.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came.
2 of them died.
Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Okay. Not too bad. It is a little strange, like, which slides they decide to show. They're like, I don't know. Like, we get a little update on Tabitha. Like, who cares? I don't know. Like, that seemed weird to me. But I think overall those endings seemed... Let me turn the volume down a little. Well, not all the way down. There we go. I think overall the ending seemed good. There was a contradiction there, though. Freeside was one of the more stable parts of the Mojave, according to the Kings, but the Mormon fort was overrun and they lost that area. Well, they're literally in the same spot. They're like 50 feet away from each other. So, but yeah, Batman said, true follow-up moment to trigger an ending mid-fight. Yeah, maybe technically Oliver was like, took a fatal shot from a Securitron or something. I like that little twist at the end where Yes Man goes, I found some little code that will make me a little more assertive, meaning like, am I really in control anymore? Or is whatever house's AI back in control? Which I like that because it's Fallout. You can't have like a perfect ending in Fallout. I worked really hard to get the ending I got in Fallout 4. That was a lot of work to get that ending, and it still is not perfect. But the Brotherhood survived, and the Minutemen survived, and the Railroad survived. Try to get that ending in Fallout 4. That was not easy. So, yeah, this was... I actually kind of like that ending. I really didn't like that most of Novak's citizens died. And then the Bright Followers came. There's no more Bright Followers. I shot them all into space. So, like, I think, you know, the game, especially with the... I installed the stability mods, but then the Long 15 mod, the game is, like, degrading over time. The crashes are more and more and everything, and this feels like the perfect time to kind of... like be done with it. This is part 38. We did 38 total parts. We started September 20th was our first day on Twitch, and that was October 5th on YouTube. So yeah, anyways, it was really a ton of fun, and I love it. And I love this game. And now we complain for a while. So if you don't want to hear that, that's okay. You feel free to jump off the stream. It won't hurt my feelings. But I want to talk about the thing that I have complained about the most throughout the whole game. So it should be no surprise to anybody who's watched any part of it. It's that darn speech check. There we are in the final battle. And I've got 60 Securitrons. I've got a rocket launcher. I just single-handedly whooped the Legion's behind. And we have this general with 4 Rangers, who, yes, are dangerous, and yes, can kill me, as we learned, saying, I don't care. I'm not scared of you. I'm going to fight. And if I just had 100 speech, no problem. I could talk him down. If I just had 100 speech, no problem, this whole game. And that's something that the Long 15 mod... Oh my god, what is that guy's name? I'm sorry. He even reached out to me, the guy who did the mod, and I cannot get his name right. I'm sorry. Anyways, so the Long 15 mod, check it out on Nexus Mods. That's something that they resolved with the Long 15 mod. You talk to somebody in the Long 15... and you say, like, I'll just give you an example. Let's give you an example here. If I'm talking to General Oliver, it could say 100 speech, or it could say, you need to be idolized with the NCR. Idolized. Nothing lower. Idolized, maybe idolized and completed for the Republic Part 2. You know what I mean? Like, you saved the president, President Kimball. Like, maybe that could be the check. That's the kind of stuff they did in the Long 15 mod. This game doesn't account for that at all. So, if they're not accounting for that at all. So, there's nothing I can do or show from my past or my history Or what about saving, Searchlight? What about taking out the fort? What about killing Caesar? Any of these actions by themselves should get me to say, maybe you should listen to me. And they just did everything under a speech check. So that is my number one complaint of this game. Now, when we talk about the overall structure and the writing, I do like it. When we talk about accessibility, let's not ignore. There's been many people on YouTube that have commented on some of my shorts and some of my videos about that this game is not as good as people say or whatever. The fact is, anybody that I've talked to that has played Fallout for longer than Fallout 3, or maybe even Fallout 3 was their first Fallout, say this is the best Fallout or the second best Fallout. It ranks very high on most people's list. If the first Fallout you played is Fallout 4, then maybe not. It's a pretty old game. It is an old game. And there is something to the fact that, although notwithstanding the recent updates that did to Fallout 4 that messed up everybody's game, so maybe this is not a great example, but there's something about just being able to download a game and log in and play it and have it not crash all the time and have it not be like, oh, I chose a sequence of events that made it lock and now I can't finish the game. That's annoying. And I think PC gamers especially are so used to that, or if you're like me and you're in your 40s and you've been gaming since the 80s, you're used to having to play games in a certain way just to get them to work versus just sit down and play. So I think discounting that just sit down and have it work mentality is really not fair for gamers. So yeah, for me, whatever, I figured out mods. I'd never really done mods that much, but I figured it out. But I don't think it's fair to assume everybody is going to install 14 different mods in exactly the right order with all the right dependencies, and then now they can enjoy the game and tell that person who says, actually, I don't really like Fallout New Vegas, to say, oh, you're wrong, it's the best Fallout. No, they're not wrong. So that's my sense. Do I think it's the best Fallout? Oh, man, I will tell you this. I have a very clear memory of when Fallout 3 came out. I took the day off work. It was I could be wrong, but I remember being around Veterans Day. I'm going to look this up because I want to get my story right. Fallout 3 release date. It was around some holiday. October 28th. No, that's not Veterans Day. Maybe I'm wrong. I definitely took time off for Fallout 4. That I remember. Fallout 3, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. So maybe this is a little fuzzy. But I played Fallout 3 right when it released. And actually, now that I think about this, I don't think I've ever finished that game. No, I did eventually finish it because I played it on Xbox, and then I played on PC later anyway. So I finished Fallout 3 maybe one time all the way through. And I really enjoyed it. And I thought, you know what? They did a good job. I liked Fallout 1 and 2, right? Isometric turn-based, overhead, whatever it's called. I enjoyed it. But Fallout 3 I enjoyed a lot. And I thought, hey, if anybody's going to turn it into 3D, it's going to be Bethesda. And they did a good job. That was my real thoughts at the time. Now I can have my complaints about Bethesda over the years, but that was my real time thoughts about the game. Then my friend Spooky Joe says, have you heard of Fallout New Vegas? Oh, what are you talking about? He goes, it's like a DLC. And I go, what? Anyways, I ended up getting Fallout New Vegas, and it's not a DLC. They just made it in 18 months, right? There's very famously rushed development time. It was from a lot of the developers that it went to Obsidian. I don't know. You could look up the story on YouTube. I don't want to retell history poorly, but a lot of the people who made the original Fallout had a hand in this game. And then when I played it, when it first came out, I probably thought at that moment, this is the best Fallout. But that was, I don't know, 20 years ago? Not 20, but, it was a long time ago. So I'll say this. I don't know if it's the best Fallout anymore. I will say that I enjoyed Fallout 4 a whole lot more than most people who say Fallout New Vegas is their favorite game. So they go, Fallout New Vegas is my favorite game, Fallout 4 is terrible and I hate it. Is like, usually that's a combination that I see a lot. And I just don't agree with that. Fallout 4 has a lot of problems, mostly in its like script. But I've said this before. I made that game my own when I played it. I like literally added a script. I had a voiceover narrative when I played that game. And I tried to make this game my own too. But that whole failing speech checks all the way through was really tough. You thought Fallout 76 was the one people didn't like? Fry Guy, that was just a given. That was just a given. Please, for those of you who are curious about Fallout 76, find a video from Mini a True Nerd talking about Fallout. He did a video essay. He doesn't do a lot of video essays on Fallout 76. They messed up that launch so bad that many people like me have never gone back. I was there on launch day for Fallout 76. I've been at every single launch I've been at. Meaning I'm sitting at my computer when it goes live. Every single Fallout since 3, I've been there day 1 playing. And that's, not a lot of games, but Fallout 4, I took time off to do like the whole weekend. I think it launched on Thursday. I took Friday off. I did like a 4-day weekend Fallout 4. I played 76. It's just, 76 had a lot of problems that I won't even go into, but they just weird things about the initial enemies you had, the initial guns you had access to, they just messed a lot of things up. Okay, so if you were to force me, which literally 0 people have even asked me to rank my Fallouts, having not played 3 in a very long time, it's difficult for me because I have some nostalgia with 3. I really like 3 a lot. I think the story in this game is better and more interesting than 4. I think the crafting that they added to the 4 was actually a good add. I thought that really did a lot for the game. I think the repeat fetch quest bring the game down. I don't need that in Fallout 4, so I'm just comparing this to Fallout 4. And I think Fallout 4's survival mode, or whatever it's called, I just found that to be very compelling. That's how I played it. The survival mode in this game is pointless. That's why you play on very hard. It's just weird. So I guess I'm not really ready to say this is better or this is worse. I think they both have some bright spots and some low spots. If I'm comparing it to how I felt on launch, then I think this one is better. But if I'm comparing it to being a 15-year-old game with a lot of technical problems, it doesn't look as good, which doesn't really matter to me too much. I played a lot of indie games too, as you know. But story options. Yeah, definitely. But the crafting, I actually found the crafting to be a lot of fun in Fallout 4. And I liked how they... I also liked the perk system in Fallout 4 better than this. The perk system is not on Fallout New Vegas. They just slightly modified Fallout 3, right? So, what could this team have done with 5 years of development and this setting and this story? Kind of would have blown me away. At the same time, the DLCs in Fallout New Vegas are better than the DLCs in Fallout 4. That's my opinion. The Dead Money, that was so compelling to have all of my gear taken away from me and this horror setting where I was truly struggling. You see me. The only time I died in the last 10 parts was because I'm being an idiot and not being careful. I became unstoppable essentially. So that's not true for Dead Money. In Dead Money, I was scared. There was a true vulnerability in Dead Money. I thought Lonesome Road was kind of lame. Old World Blues, I really enjoyed a lot. I think Old World Blues is very interesting. I would highly recommend people do Old World Blues first. You just get so many perks and upgrades. It's like, do that first. Why don't they tell you to do that first? And of course, Muggy. Uncle John loves Muggy. So I just, yeah, that's me just comparing it to Fallout 4. Far Harbor was good. The Long 15 mod, which has nothing to do with Obsidian, nothing to do with Bethesda, other than making a game that can be modded. I guess you have to give them credit for that. The Long 15 mod, it's probably the highlight of this playthrough. I genuinely loved the Long 15 mod. I have no way to say that other than very, very directly. So if I can maybe change my name, get facial surgery, and the Legion aren't hunting me down, I might be hanging out in Baker for a part of my retirement. Let me go back to the chat here. Prog Guy says, I felt like I've never really played any games that just don't work without a bunch of mods or weren't awful without them. That's the problem, Frog Guy. I agree. It does seem like every game has problems. Let's not normalize that. I mean, that's not so much this game's fault. This game is old. If you're playing a game that's over 10 years old or was originally developed on systems that you're not playing on, you gotta kind of suck it up, I think. But at the same time, there's AAA games that are launched that just don't work and then they just don't fix. Looking at you, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. A lot of people have problems with that game. Yeah. Played on an XP machine I built on purpose for it. Yeah, you can just build a game or build a PC for a game. Build an old one. Yeah, alright, going back to the chat here. So Uncle John's rating is New Vegas 4,376. I say maybe New Vegas 4,3,2,1, and then not mention 76. I hated 76. I don't like multiplayer games. Those of you, okay, I'm rambling. That's the point. We're rambling. I've told you I would ramble at the end of this game, so if you're still here, then you're here for the ramble. I used to play MMORPGs. Meridian 59. Oh my god, I cannot remember one of the names. Ultima Online. For some reason, there's a game that I loved that I can't remember right now. Then EverQuest for years. Thousands of hours. Then World of Warcraft. I don't know how I forgot that. And there's another game that I cannot remember. It's a side scroller. It's so good. Oh man. Oh, it's so good too. It's still really good. I like logged in like 3 years ago, paid the like $10, and people were still there, and I was just chatting with people, reminiscing. But my point is, online games are toxic to me. I get this really internal negative competitive spirit of there is no ending, there is no finale, so I am never good enough. Like, I know this sounds dumb, whatever. This is me. I learned this about myself. That when I play, I've tried the freaking Star Wars online, and that same feeling came back to me of I can't accomplish anything. And look at Fallout New Vegas. We've accomplished it. We beat it. It is done. This goes on my finished pile. And something about online games, I just get that feeling of dread and misery and no enjoyment. And that's what 76 brought back for me. And I thought, you can call me ridiculous. I don't care. This is my feelings. And I thought, how dare you, Todd, do this to me? How dare you ruin my love of the Fallout universe by putting it in a setting that's toxic to me? Oh god, this is the first time I've ever said this out loud, but not Maple Story. No. So I think that's why I hate 76 as much as I do. It's not even the fault of the game. There's a lot of problems with the games. I'll be happy to detail the problems I have with the game. But I think ultimately it comes down to that I don't play online games like that. On this channel, I've played some Fortnite with friends. We played some Gang Beast, and we played some Party Animals and some Fall Guys, that kind of stuff. Like instance, where I'm not competing against some universe that never ends and will never get me some kind of achievement. So that's boy, that's a whole lot of thoughts that I just had about a lot of things. But I have heard that there's the Jay Sawyer mod, which I do know a little bit about, which kind of adds in some other quests and some other elements that some things that Jay Sawyer, the main developer of this game, wanted to. I mean, his name's all over the credits right there. That he wanted to add in. So like maybe that's a little better way to play. Maybe we should play with the Jay Sawyer mod. I also heard that the Tale of Two Wastelands people really love. You're combining Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, and the stories intertwine, and you can go between locations. That sounds really cool. All of these things are mods, and it's like you can do a lot with mods, as I've mentioned. And absolutely loving the Long 15 mod. Well, mods are good. Mods are great, but I think I think those are my thoughts. Is that everything? We're still going. Big Iron, by the way, by Marty Robbins. That's in my rotation of my music. I love that song. And when they played it in the show, I got all excited, but they just cut it down to like the chorus. Okay, Fraga, you said I think it's kind of weird that you're playing on very hard, but it seemed very easy because of how powered you were. I can't imagine playing on very easy. This game is unplayable on anything below hard. If I think if you play this game on easy, you could just run around punching everything like with bare hands and no skills. Yeah, this the difficulty scaling. They scaled enemies to you, but the categories of easy, medium, hard, and very hard are ridiculous. I don't know why, because I play so few games on very hard, as most of you know. I usually play on normal. Sometimes I'll bump it down to easy if I'm feeling kind of bad. So Uncle John says New Vegas has the best story, Fallout 4 the best options, 3 for bringing it into 3D, and 76 for multiplayer implementation. I think you're not wrong, except for all the feelings that I have about multiplayer. Fry Guy says, I mean, if it's not a game from the DOS era, you don't really have an excuse for games not working in the future. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, I understand there's windows and there's architectures and there's chips with different pipes and stuff. I know so little about computers these days. I knew a lot about computers in the 90s, and that's like, my phone is 1,000 times more advanced than anything I could do back then. So I don't know anything about computers. So I kind of can understand why older games don't work, but yeah, anything that's new is completely ridiculous. I wish I could remember. Okay, I'm going to find early MMORPG side scroller with magic. I want to find this game that I love and played a long time. And I, for some reason, no, I don't want a video. Okay, let's see if this person, Maple Story, Dungeon Fighter Online, none of these. All right, well. Okay, this guy said, I tried every 2D MMO, so you don't have to. Well, they're not going to be on Steam. Well, now I'm like, maybe it's not. No, it's not 2D. It's 3D. It's just a side scroller, but it is 3D. Maybe I shouldn't do side scroller. I mean, side scroller is the wrong word. I'm saying that's the wrong phrase. Because it's not a side scroller. It's just you load one screen at a time. Now I really want to find this. Realms of Magic. Boy, there's a lot of games that I don't. Runes of Magic. I haven't even heard of any of these. It would have been in the 90s. Okay, list of... Oh, well, here we go. Wikipedia. All right, we're going to find this. All right, let me go back to the chat here. You started with Muds. Started playing EverQuest, but it was like everyone just stopped me before I could even a little. That's the thing. I always play on PvP servers for some reason. I don't know. I did play too much time on Muds. Do you know what you're going to be playing next week? That is a great question, Fry Guy. I'm open to suggestions, but this Saturday I'm going to be playing that Ghost Hunter game again, who was developed by a friend of mine, and because I want to promote it and I want to see all the updates he's made. So that's going to be my official game for Saturday, but I am taking suggestions. I want to focus on short indie games. I found a list of indie games that seem interesting, so we'll go with that. Just catching up on the chat here. Did you play Ancient Anguish? It was 30 years ago. I don't remember, unfortunately. It was called Legends. You were a DM. Okay, Jeep West 90 says, what's your rarest loot you own? In real life? Or in the game? Because I collected, I think, almost every unique weapon, every unique armor. In real life. Rarest loot I own? I don't know. I own some silver. That's pretty cool. I have a bunch of costumes. Yeah, I just have a bunch of costumes. I don't know if that counts as rare loot. Like, I don't own any like rare Pokemon cards or anything. I have some coins. I have an ancient coin from ancient Rome. Like, that's pretty cool. It's not that expensive too. That's what's so wild. Congratulations on completing Fallout New Vegas. Would you like to load your prior save to Hoover Dam? If you select no, you'll be returned to the main menu. No. There you go. That's true. A one-of-a-kind Joker hoodie. One in the world with a copyrighted image. This is not a rare loot, but I got this in Baker because the Long 15 mod. The Fallout 4 hoodie. That is a rare one as well. I got that on game launch. I told you I'm obsessed with Fallout. So when I say things like, oh, I don't really, I'm kind of like, how I feel, maybe I'm wishy-washy. I complain about the games I like. Before we go, though, I kid you not, I'm going to find, I'm on the wiki page for every MMO. The second I see the name of this game, I know I will know it. Okay. Not Albion Online, although I did play that for like a day just to try it out, which I shouldn't have. All right. It turns out there's a million MMOs because I'm only on B's here. City of Heroes and City of Villains. I did play that for a little while. Just to like check it out. I didn't really enjoy it. It's okay. Like, I have this love-hate relationship with MMOs, but then I have tried like a bunch of them. Yeah, but City of Heroes, I think I played the beta and I thought it was kind of fun. And then when the game launched, I was like, Dungeons and Dragons Online. I tried that. I tried to be a little crafter and I just would like mine all day and stuff and tried that. Man, I have played a lot of games for not liking MMOs because it's been a long time. EverQuest 2, no thanks. I did not play EverQuest 2. I jumped over to World of Warcraft. I'm going to find this game. If I see the name, it was one of my favorite games of all time. I would actually probably go back and play it now even. Wow, there's a Hello Kitty Online. I mean, not anymore, but a lot of games on here. Lineage, I didn't play. A friend of mine played, and I watched him play, and I was like, I'm good. Maple Story, I haven't played it, but it's been mentioned in several of these lists. Meridian 59 is one I have played. 1996. The economy, the Meridian 59, I swear, an economist could write a case study on that. There was a broken transaction in Meridian 59 where you could get infinite money, but the vendors almost never sold anything worthwhile. So essentially, the economy became Dragon's Teeth in Meridian 59. So I was like, oh, hey, that's really nice armor. I'll buy that for 59 Dragon Teeth. Because the gold in the game had no value. So everybody just came up with Dragon Teeth is the new thing. And you got Dragon Teeth by killing dragons. And I think they were also consumed in like some recipe or something. So they like kept the numbers down. I'm on the R's, and I'm worried that this game only exists in my head. And that, or I've seen it here and I don't remember the name. I'm in the S's now. Star Citizen, obviously. People have heard about this. Star Trek Online, Star Wars, Galaxies. Boy, we're on the T's. I sure hope it's here. Oh, the Elder Scrolls Online. Did I play that? I think I played that for about an hour. The Matrix Online. The Realm. I found it. It's the Realm Online. Let me. I'll link the Wikipedia page in the chat. Only because I've been spending a good 15 minutes now talking about it. So the Realm Online, I absolutely love that game. There are still like some servers that you can play on. I think, or there were a few years ago, and it's like $5 a month or whatever, and people call it like a $5 a month chat room. And the Realm Online was amazing, and I loved it. So there you go. Any questions for me about Fallout or anything before we say goodbye? Or the future of the show? The future of the show is I want to go back to shorter one-offs, indie games, less played games, things that bring me a lot of joy, things that will be a new experience for me, and things that will things that maybe like I don't know about. Like I know about Fallout New Vegas. If you look at my About page, almost every game I've played, it's the first time I've ever played it. So we actually we hate this music. I'm gonna do this so I don't have to listen to that music. There we go. I always forget how much I hate that music. Let me catch back up on the chat here. GQuest99 says your loot's a lot better than mine. You own an original bottle of Halo 3 Mountain Dew game fuel. Nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, I do collect coins, so I do have some interesting coins. My coin collection is not very valuable in terms of money, but like I really like dimes. So I have some old dimes. Like I bought like a series of old dimes. But you know, you can get really cool looking coins for like $5 to $30. You know, like people go out and spend $500 on a Pokemon card, and like, hey, if that's you, then like you be you. But I don't give a shit about Pokemon. That will bring me zero joy. If you gave me a $10,000 Pokemon card, my joy level would increase $10,000 worth. Zero for the Pokemon card. You gave me a $10,000 coin, I would be so stoked. I don't even know what a $10,000 coin would be. Probably it'd be more like an arrow or anything, but like a golden eagle in mint condition from 1790s or something. Like I would be very excited. Sorry about the cursing. But you know, and other people, a Pokemon card would do the same thing for them. But not for me. Rarest thing you own is a hobo silver dollar. Hand carved in 1941. That sounds interesting, Uncle John. Fry Guy says it sounds like the Diablo 2 economy relating to the murder in 59. Everything was in terms of Stones of Jordan because... Oh, right. Yeah, I do remember that now, Fry Guy, that you mentioned that. I didn't play Fallout or Diablo 2 online a lot because everything was just crazy. Open to rating suggestions, Uncle John, by the way, if you want to get that ready. GameCat says, nope, you like the long games? Well, I do appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. I like the long games too, but I got to take a break. I've been playing this since October, you know, and we got to do that. Enjoy Detroit Become Human, and you like to watch you play it, but it's kind of rough emotionally. Fry Guy, rough emotionally is going to be a ways from now. You know, yeah. I do appreciate the heads up, though. Rough emotionally is not in the next few months. We're going to try to do some happy games. My coin's priced to me. I think a homeless person carved it by hand during wartime. That is really cool, Uncle John. Yeah, one of the people in your Pathfinder game sent you a Pathfinder coin and brought me more joy than whatever it would cost to send it to me. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like things have monetary value, collection value, personal value, like for sure. This is why I'm like Pokemon cards. Like okay, like it's really frustrating. I'm sure everybody my age in their 40s has experienced this. I had friends who had younger siblings who had like a billion Pokemon cards. Like they had the binder and they're like, we have every single of the original whatever 120 there were. I don't even know. But they're like, we have every single card, and they put it in a binder and they're all excited, and then they're just like tossed it at some point, and it's like, I'm sure some of those were worth a lot. So, ooh. You played Magic, not Pokemon. I just got into Magic a couple years ago, and not got into, but like played with my friends, and I'm pretty bad, but I really enjoy playing with them. We've been playing Commander, and I'm pretty bad. I have like 10 decks put together, and I don't know how to play any of them worth a darn. So before we actually close out the game, let me, even though this is not after the battle for Hoover Dam, because just the way the game works, this is still very much, I think this is where Edie was, by the way, at the end of the game. I think I just left him here. In case you're wondering, I don't know. I don't think he ever followed me. Technically, you cannot play the game after Hoover Dam. You have to reload your save before Hoover Dam. So I'm going to make good on the promise to myself, which is, if the game will load, I want to retire in Baker. Baker, California, a real place. Here's the world's tallest thermometer. I just went there recently on a little road trip. And this is where I choose to end this game. I choose to save this game here. And this will be my lasting moment. Hopefully I retire in the quiet town of Baker as the Mojave probably falls apart. So there we go. Thank you everybody for being here. I do appreciate it. 38 parts later and 4.5 months later. We did enjoy it. I'm happy to complain about it. But in the end, it was a worthwhile experience. And I do appreciate everybody for joining me here on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're watching this later, I think both ways of watching are valid. I won't tell you how to do that. And I appreciate all the support along the way, especially from my regulars that are here now, like Uncle John, Batman, Game Cat, Fry Guy. A lot of people here. I'm going to forget people. Kerr, obviously, Grayley, Bronx. I think Firsty Ferret was here earlier. People in the Discord, just people who are always willing to be here and support me. So I do appreciate you all. And yeah, Batman's not always on the stream, but he's always on the YouTube. So always on the YouTube comments. I hope you're doing well. So thanks, everybody. Bye.